Hello there. Today we are going to talk about the stored procedures. Stored procedures plays a very important role in SQL, and though for those who are working with the data, and basically data engineers are using it heavily for reusing the SQL statement written in a procedure. So first of all, let me tell you what is procedure. Stored procedure is something relatable with the functions in programming languages. Let me give you a small definition of stored procedures. So stored procedures are the set of SQL statements which would be executed when you call the stored procedure. And stored procedure is stored in MySQL server or whatever server that you will be using. Currently, I am using the MySQL. That's why I am saying that MySQL or the local server that you are using. So that's what the meaning of stored procedure is related with the functions. Whatever we create in function, we will have to do the same things in stored procedure, but the way of creating the stored procedure is little bit different. So that's what we are going to create today. We are going to create a stored procedure, and I will be showing how to create it. So first of all, let me show you that what I'm having. Show tables. I'm having an employee table, and let me describe this employee table. Describe employee. So as you can see, four fields are there or four columns are there. Now I will be doing something. Let's assume that I want to insert data into this employee table. So insert into employee, and as it is auto increment, so I do not need to give it name, age, unique ID, and values. So just give the name that local local boy, and let's give the age as 12, and let's give the unique ID as P23WEW2. So this is how. Let me see something. Some error is there. Okay, I have given an extra comma. Let's start from employee, that data was added or not. So yeah, local boy data has been added. Now I don't want to write this complete query multiple times, because this code or this SQL statement up to the values is monotonous. I don't want to write it multiple times, and I just want to save my time. So what will I do? I will create a stored procedure, or I will create a procedure which would be stored on my SQL server. So let's get started. First of all, you will have to change the delimiter, because while creating the stored procedure, we will have to use the semicolons for ending or for terminating a line. So that's why we will have to change the delimiter as, let's, you can give anything you want. I'm just giving at the rate at the rate. Okay, now we can create the stored procedure. In order to create a procedure, you will have to use create statement. So create procedure. Now you will have to give the name of the procedure that you want to create. So let's say insert data, and then you will have to give the parameters. It is completely same as functions. Try to understand. You here, the way to create the procedure is slightly different than the functions, but all the basic things are same. So just give the parameters. In parameters, we will have to specify the type of the parameter as well. Like, is it the input type of parameter, is it the output type of parameter, or is it the input output type of parameter? I will tell you the meaning of it also. So let's give the input, or just give the type of the parameter in, and the first parameter is something like the name would be emp underscore name, and it would be of text type. And then the age, so it is also of input type, because we will have to specify the type of the parameter or each type of parameter. So it is also of input type of parameter emp underscore age, and it should be of integer type. And the last one is the unique ID. So it is also input type for parameter, and emp underscore unique ID, and it is of type text. So like this, we have created the basic structure of of this procedure. So now we have created the first line, like we create in functions, like we create the functions like void, something like that, the name, and after that we are giving the parameters. That's what we have done here. So after that, we will have to give the begin keyword, begin, and after begin, we can start writing the SQL statements that you want to fire when you will call this insert data procedure. So I will be writing the insert into employee, name, age, unique ID, and values. In this values you will have to write these parameters which are receiving the data coming from the arguments. So values emp underscore name, emp underscore age, comma, the last one is emp underscore unique underscore id. Let me, okay, now also it is a problem. Now it is okay. So emp underscore unique underscore id, and just give a semicolon. Oh, sorry for that. How it has started. So as we have inserted, or we have given the SQL statement, just after the SQL statement that you want to execute when this stored procedure will be executed, you can give the end statement, because in procedures or in triggers also we will have to give begin and end statements. So end, and after this end we will have to give the termination or delimiter. So insert data already exists. So I think basically before this a glitch was there, because I have zoomed in the screen, that's why a glitch was there. So I think, so now it is dropped, and let me create it again. So yeah, our procedure is created successfully. That was just a mistake, because when I had zoomed in when I have zoomed in the screen, so there was a glitch, and by mistakenly I have to enter that, and I have to clear the complete screen, and then again I have created this. So now it is previously I have dropped that procedure that was created by mistake, and now I have created it properly. So like this, you can create the procedure, and let me use that procedure. In order to use that procedure or call that procedure, you will have to use call statement. Uh, Call the name of the procedure, insert data, and just give data that you want to set. I just, okay. So employee name, let's say Batman. Just let's say clerk, and the employee's age, let's say 23, and the employee's unique id is something like this, and just enter or @@. So as you can see, query okay, one row affected. Let me select star from employee. So sorry, @@. Yeah. So as you can see, clerk has been added into the employee table. So like this you can create the procedures, and stored procedures are the best way to eradicate the redundancy in SQL statements. If you are not creating this stored procedure, then you will have to create multiple insert statements with same or monotonous SQL statement. So that's why it is the best way, and this is just a very small example. But stored procedures are very useful when you are having the monotonous SQL statements by just changing the values of some specific parameters. So that's why it is very useful in that cases. So I hope these things are clear. If you are having any doubt related to this, I will be telling you the meaning of this input, output, and in out. That is the biggest thing that you should know in a stored procedure in the next session. So thank you for today. Leave your doubts in comments. I will solve it as soon as possible. Thank you.